What is your name and your diagnosis?
My name is Karlie Campbell. My diagnosis is depression, anxiety, and borderline personality disorder. And that's it for right now.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about those?
So my borderline personality disorder diagnosis is still pretty recent, and I'm still in therapy and understanding it. But I was diagnosed with depression when I was 14 or 15. I was being very physically bullied in high school, and one of the kids I was playing basketball with helped another student trip me and push my head into a concrete wall where the back of my head hit the wall, and then I bounced off and the front of my head hit the floor. And it completely rewired my brain chemistry and different things. And in doing so, it brought up symptoms of depression and anxiety, and it was pretty intense. I had to relearn how to write, how to talk, and how to um, trail certain paths to think straight, and it's still pretty hard sometimes. I can look at a word and I will have no idea what it means, but in the back of my mind, I'll know what it means. I mean, it could be the color red, and I'll see the word and I'll be like, I know it somewhere, but I can't figure out what it is. And they think that's what caused a lot of my mental health issues beyond just the bullying. So, and the borderline personality disorder, I think it's a pretty bad rep from certain things. I think it's very stigmatized still. And I'm definitely learning how to navigate it. It's hard, but I'm finding out more about myself as I go deeper through it, which has helped me tremendously.
How long have you struggled?
How many years ago is that? 8 years probably that I've struggled with everything. In 2020, I was dating a pastor of a church, and I was doing really, really well for the first time since high school, and he ended up sexually assaulting me, tricking me to, he said, go look at deer because I love animals. And he locked me in the passenger seat of his truck and continued to take me by force. His passenger door never worked right, so it was very easy to jam it in place so I couldn't get out. That set me back monumentally, and I'm still recovering from that. COVID then hit harder, and being locked in the house while dealing with that was really, really rough. So I'm coming out of the light into the light now, but it was very touch and go for a while there.
So this project focuses on self-harm, scars, and or tattoos when regarding the mental health. And so tell us a little bit about your tattoo that you've got.
So my scars are pretty faded now, but I graduated high school, turned 18, and I immediately knew I wanted a tattoo to go over. At the time, they weren't scars, I was still self-harming, and I knew I wanted to stop, and I couldn't stop no matter how many avenues I tried, how many methods. I just would not stop. So I was looking up forums online, and a lot of people said I got a tattoo over where I was doing it, and it helped me to stop. And so I was like, well, I'll try that. And then after getting it, I completely stopped, not from just that spot, but completely. And looking at it, I love the art, I love the method, and I love showing people that, hey, you can overcome this. And so that's why I decided to do it.
How are you coping now when it comes to your mental health and your struggles?
So I'm still learning coping mechanisms, but I have set boundaries in place and learned how to say no, and that has been really hard but really good for me. So now I'll just say, hey, I need a minute, I'm going to step away. I'll take a deep breath or 10, I'll calm down, I'll do an activity on my phone, I'll step outside and just take a minute to reflect. Something that helps me a lot is I'll look back on my younger self and I'll kind of look at her and think of her perspective of where I am now, and she would just be absolutely amazed at where I am and what I have accomplished in life so far. And for me, that has been the greatest help, is looking inward and validating myself when other people try to tear me down.
What advice would you give other people that have been in your situations or the current situation as far as just like struggling goes?
First and foremost, I think it would be very important to say it is not your fault. Whatever you're going through, it is not your fault, and you are just the product of circumstances, and that it is not ending, no matter how dark it may seem, no matter how constricting it may feel. You will get to the end, and you may have ups, and then you'll get down, and you'll be like, why will this not end? But it will. And it's part of life to have ups and downs, but in the end, the ups are going to feel really good, and it will get easier and easier to navigate as you go.
So I just want to thank you for coming in and stopping by to do a few of the shoots for the photos and everything, and showing us your tattoo and telling us what it means to you. And I appreciate you actually opening up and talking to other people about your struggles. It's really, really hard, as we both know, going through things by ourselves and feeling like, no one could possibly know what I'm going through. And, with your voice, you're just helping other people spread that word that people are not alone in their struggles. You've been where some people have been. And in the end, we're all in this together. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. And I hope that it's part of your healing journey, being able to get your voice out there and talk, and then, helping to heal other people.
Oh, I definitely appreciate the opportunity. It is something I'm very active about, is the awareness and helping others.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.